Bum, 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 bum. Roger here. DS Domination, title builder, better than anything out there in the industry. And I'm going to show you exactly why. We've taken all the thought out. No longer do you have to even think now. And we've made it so you're going to be optimized in search. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type in, let's say we're selling a bike rack today. And I'm so envious because when I list that, I come up with all my keywords. And it's going to come down here. It's going to suggest some keywords. It's going to give you some categories, and it's going to give you some pictures and some of the top selling or top ranked items on eBay right now. Okay? So what do you do with this? Well, there's a couple different images here. There's something that mounts in the back of your trunk and in your car, and you carry a bicycle off with it. And then there's a bag here that you can put on your handlebars for storage. So let's focus on the bag on the handlebars, okay? Just letting you guys know what it looks like so you'll know what I'm talking about when I'm describing this, all right? So you're going to list that. It's time to put the title. Well, you got to, don't just copy all these keywords here because some won't apply. So you go and you're like, okay, bike. It's a bike. It's a bicycle. Bike, bicycle, new, cycling, bag, carrier, black, cargo, etc., etc. Okay, deluxe, new. All right. Now, new comes up because a lot of people on eBay have new in their title. But if you don't have new in your title, again in the previous videos, if somebody just searches new and you have your item checked off as new, you'll come up anyway. So don't waste space on new unless you have the space. Okay. So that's going to generate your title for you. Just pick off the keywords, go. Now, we started with you can copy the other person's title, and I said don't do that. And then I said copy the other person's title, remove the bad keywords and put in good keywords. But now you can just copy all your title keywords over here. But I'm going to show you how to take this to a whole new level, okay? So by putting those keywords in, they're going to be optimized on eBay, okay? Because we got these keywords, we crawled eBay in milliseconds and came back and said, hey, these are the best keywords, the hottest keywords that are ranking. So if you have them in your title, all together, you're going to rank like gangbusters, okay? But now let's put a little sauce on this and take it to a new level, okay? So I'm going to look at this, this bicycle bag here. And I look at it, one of the first things that jumps out in my mind, maybe it does yours, is storage, okay? What is this bag for? It's to store things, all right? So that didn't show up in search, and I'm just going to use some common sense, and I'm going to say, okay, it didn't show up in search because what are we looking for? We were looking for a bike rack, all right? We're looking for a plaything that if you put in bicycle bag, for example, in the title optimizer, you might have came up with this. We're looking for a bike rack, okay? We're pretending we're selling this now, all right? So storage would be one of my key words that I'd put in here, all right? Then here's the fun part. Here's where you blow the competition away. Here's where you're just making sales where no one else is. Have you ever looked at the training and when you were first getting warmed up, you were like, what about the competition? Everybody's got this listed. And then you watched some videos and you understood, hey, don't worry about it. Well, here's another way you just completely don't worry about it. If you can do this, you have no competition on the planet. And here's what you got to do. You look at this and you say, who would want one of these? Now, that's a pretty nice bike in the picture. This is a bicycle accessory. Probably this is a serious biker that would want accessories. Generally, the Walmart Huffy bike wouldn't go get these accessories and stuff like that. So this is a person that's serious about biking. Okay, cool. Well, what would somebody that's serious about biking do? Would they buy bike parts? Would they buy bike tires on eBay? So what happens if you put tires in your title? Now, you don't spam. You can't put Elvis Presley in your title. But what if your title was everything I said before, but you had tires in your title? And then somebody's like, man, I got to get some new tires. Winter's coming up, and I bike back and forth to work. And they're searching bike tires, and they see this. And it's like, I wasn't looking for one of those things, but man, I could put my gloves in there. That would be awesome. Okay? So you think like this is like third level thinking, like what would somebody be searching for besides my bike bag and see my bike bag and buy my bike bag? Okay, let me give you another example. A baby bassinet. You're selling a baby bassinet, and you put crib in your title. Okay, and mom, it's a baby shower, and mom's super proud. Daughter's gonna have a baby, really excited. Mom's looking for the nursery crib, and she's scrolling through eBay, and she's super jacked up to see it. And lo and behold, there's your bassinet, and she's like, I was gonna get a crib, and I'm still gonna get a crib, but that baby's gonna look so cute in that bassinet. She buys your bassinet from you, and guess what? You have no competition because you got the only bassinet that's jumping out at mom when mom's searching for a crib. Or you got the only front handlebar rack that has storage on it when Joe's looking for bike tires. Okay? So that's upper level thinking and just crushing the competition. So here's what we got. You're going to be able to not think, type in bike rack, boom, come back, pull all the keywords, put your listing up. Okay? And then you can do some higher order thinking by going over and looking at the picture and seeing what's up. Okay. So this is what this provides for you. It also shows you the categories to list in. Now you can go over to eBay if you want to move fast. Just type in bike rack. This category will generally come up. If you want to try and list in other categories, please note you might pay a fee for that, and it'll also affect your selling limit. So if you can sell 100 items and you got 2 left to list, if you choose 2 categories, that's 2 listings, and you've hit your limit. Okay, so choose whether or not you want to take other categories or not. Okay, so this is the title builder. This is the power of it. You guys can completely shut off your brain and go rack, bicycle, bike, new, cycling, bag, do. Okay, and rank really high up. Or you can turn it up a notch and turn around and go, bike tires. I'll put tires in my title. Or, I'm going to put crib in my bassinet title. Boom. Sales all day. Zero competition. I'm jacked up about this. I know your sales are going to soar. Congratulations. We just keep delivering and delivering, delivering. And here in DS Domination, hang in there. We're just going to keep crushing. Take care, my friends.